Hello everybody, Animation Trainer here, and today we're going to talk about Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Alright, so currently I'm working on a Top 14 MCU movies video, but the thing with that is that it's going to take up a lot of editing, and it's probably going to be put into a lot of parts, so I'm taking a break from that video for a while because I'm barely on number 12 and all, and I've been working on it for technically just one night, but yeah. I decided that for now, so that I'm more consistent with uploads, I decided that I'm going to do this review. And oh boy, I can't wait to talk about Attack of the Clones. But before I go absolutely negative on the film, let me start off with the positives. The special effects do look nice, and I don't mind all the CGI. I think it does look quite nice and all. And I do enjoy all the lightsaber battles, like the Yoda one, the Yoda and Count Dooku one, the Obi-Wan and Jango Fett battle. Yeah. And I will also admit that, well, the movie's not last time we had Jar Jar Binks freaking annoying us all over the place, but here, Jar Jar only has maybe 5 scenes in the entire movie, and that's kind of it, I guess. So I'm glad that Jar Jar's not really in this film. I mean, sure, he's in the film, but at least he doesn't talk that much, and he doesn't even have a big role in the film, which I'm glad. Yeah. And then most of the acting is pretty well done. Ewan McGregor is good as Obi-Wan Kenobi once again, and he's the perfect one for the job. Frank Oz is still good as Yoda. Samuel L. Jackson does a good job as Mace Windu, and I guess Natalie Portman does a decent job as Padme. And I was hoping that after Phantom Menace that maybe they would use less politics and they'd get rid of Jar Jar Binks, and maybe they could just learn from their mistakes and make a film that's as good as the original trilogy. Whoa, looks like I was wrong. Not only did they keep the politics stuff, but this time the story was much worse than last time. I mean, there's no Jar Jar Binks, but the movie's still ridiculous. I mean, the movie went more confusing into the politics side, and even though Jar Jar's not in this movie as much, we have something worse in this film. The romance story. This has gotta be the worst romance story used in any movie ever. But first, let me talk about the other stuff before I get into that. I mean, the story just gets annoying with all the politics stuff. I mean, the prequels were supposed to be more kid friendly for them, and to be honest, with the politics stuff, the original trilogy would be easier for them to enjoy. I mean, sure, there's mild language in the original trilogy, but at least kids can understand the story better than this stupid politics stuff. Oh, we need the Chancellor to go do this. We need you to sign this treaty. Oh, there's a bounty hunter trying to kill the senator. Yeah. Gets really annoying over and over. It's very annoying. Yes. And then everything else with the acting isn't that good. Well, I forgot to mention that Jango Fett is in this film, and on as a negative side, he's really just there to show another side of Boba Fett, and so that they could sell more toys out of him. But on a positive note, I will say that I still do enjoy Django. In fact, in some cases, he is better than Boba. I still prefer Boba, but there are some cases where it showed that he was much better than Boba, even though he's in only one film. Although, to be honest, Boba didn't really do much. It's because Django, like, it actually shows him, like, fight against the Jedi well when he was fighting Obi-Wan. And, yeah. And then but then, yeah. Mostly, like, some of the other acting just doesn't work. Like, Hayden Christensen as Anakin. I mean, I don't see him. I mean, especially once it showed Jake Lloyd. They went from Jake Lloyd to Hayden Christensen. And I felt like I didn't see that at all. What's even worse is in the love story. Like, I just see him saying random things throughout the love story, and I'm not even sure if, like, it doesn't even sound like he's trying. Another thing is that he says a lot of cringe-worthy dialogue throughout the film. Most notable is the sand scene. I don't like sand. It's, yeah, the dialogue is so bad in this film, which sucks, because most of my favorite quotes are from the original trilogy, so what the heck, George Lucas? And yes, I know that it is necessary for the romance to be in the film, since Anakin's supposed to be the father of Luke. But I mean, did they literally have to make it this bad? I mean, look at what they did with Han Solo and Princess Leia. They made it very well done, but this needs to stop, okay? No more. Alright. Hopefully whatever they do in episode 8 isn't cringeworthy like this. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then a big complaint that people have with the film is that, why is it that Yoda fights in the film when he's meant to just be one with the Force? And to be honest, I didn't really mind him using a lightsaber in a fight as much as most people. But to be honest, yeah, that is true. Yoda is definitely meant to use the Force. So, if anything, when he was fighting Count Dooku, it could have just been a Force battle, like a Force versus Force lightning battle. But then Count Dooku chose to get away. Yeah. However, a battle I will talk about once I get to Revenge of the Sith, I will be fine with, because I feel like that was more of a last resort where Yoda had to use his lightsaber in order to fight. Yeah. And I don't think that the CGI is that bad. I mean, sure, CGI Yoda isn't as good as Puppet Yoda, but I still think he looks okay. Yeah. But overall, this film gets a 5 out of 10. I don't exactly think it's garbage. Like, I don't think that this film is garbage, so it was able to avoid a 4 out of 10. But let's just say if Jar Jar was in the film, I probably would have given this a 4 out of 10. Yeah. But this movie is not terrible, but it is bad. It's definitely a bad movie. In fact, overall, it's the only Star Wars episode I consider to be bad. Alright. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. So, goodbye.